A red and white triangular sign at an intersection means A. Slow down if an emergency vehicle is approaching. B. Look both ways as you cross the intersection. C. Always come to a full stop at the intersection. D. Slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. D. Slow down and be prepared to stop if necessary. A triangular red and white yield sign means that you must decrease speed as you approach an intersection and yield the right of way to any vehicles or pedestrians in the intersection. You must be prepared to stop if conditions require it. A good defensive driver? A. Drives slowly at all times. B. Looks out for the actions of other drivers. C. Travels at a constant speed. D. Only drives in familiar areas. Braking distance is affected by A. The speed your vehicle is traveling. B. The condition of your brakes and tires. C. The condition of the pavement. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Factors that can affect braking distance include how fast your vehicle is traveling, the condition of your brakes and tires, and the condition of the pavement. If your car starts to skid, turn your steering wheel. A. To keep the front wheels straight. B. In the direction you want the vehicle to go. C. In the opposite direction of the skid. D. In any direction. It doesn't matter.
Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
When may you walk or stand on the traveled portion of an expressway? A. When your car has stalled. B. When you are trying to wave down another car. C. Under no circumstances. C. Under no circumstances. Do not stop on an expressway unless it is an emergency. Under no circumstance should you ever walk or stand on the traveled portion of the expressway. This road sign means A. Drive with caution and be ready to slow down. B. Do not drive in this lane. C. You must come to a complete stop and yield the right of way. D. Slow down, be prepared to stop, and, if necessary, yield the right of way. D. Slow down, be prepared to stop, and, if necessary, yield the right of way. This type of triangular sign means drivers must yield. You must slow down as you come to an intersection marked with this sign and be prepared to stop. Let any other vehicles, bicyclists, or pedestrians pass safely before you proceed. When approaching a school bus that is stopped on the opposite side of a multi-lane highway that is separated by a median, drivers A. Must stop and wait for the flashing lights to stop. B. Must stop until the school bus begins moving. C. Must stop until the stop arm is lifted. D. May continue driving. To turn left from a multi-lane one-way street onto a one-way street, you should start your turn from A. Any lane as long as it is safe. B. The lane closest to the left curb. C. The lane in the center of the road. B. The lane closest to the left curb. When turning left from a one-way street onto another one-way street, you should begin the turn from the far left lane. This road sign means A. Side road. B. Keep to the side indicated by the arrow. C. You may drive in the left lane. D. You have the right of way. B. Keep to the side indicated by the arrow. This is a keep right sign. It indicates that a traffic island, median, or barrier is ahead and that drivers must keep to the right of it. You have the right of way when turning left on which of the following traffic signals? A solid green light. B. A flashing yellow light. C. A green arrow pointing left. D. A flashing red light. C. A green arrow pointing left. A green steady arrow means you may pass through the intersection in the direction that the arrow is pointing. Oncoming traffic is required to stop for turning traffic. When driving near heavy trucks, other drivers and highway users must make allowances for A. The increased stopping distance required by large vehicles. B. The decreased stopping distance required by large vehicles. C. The decreased noise of larger vehicles. D. The increased speed of larger vehicles. A. The increased stopping distance required by large vehicles. When driving near heavy trucks, other drivers and highway users must make allowances for the increased stopping distance required by the large vehicles. Drivers of smaller vehicles should remain in locations where they can be seen by the driver of the large vehicle and where their view of traffic is not blocked by the vehicle. This sign means A. All traffic must turn left. B. No left turn. C. No U-turn. B. No left turn. This sign means drivers cannot make a left turn. It is unsafe and unlawful to make a left turn at an intersection where this sign is posted. A driver approaching a flashing red traffic signal must A. Slow down at the light. B. Drive carefully without stopping. C. Merge to the right. D. Stop before entering the intersection. What is a potential effect of taking a prescription drug while drinking alcohol? A. There will likely be no effect. B. It will make you more alert. C. It can make you unfit to drive. C. It can make you unfit to drive. Legal medications, both prescription and over-the-counter, can impair your ability to drive. They can be particularly dangerous when used in combination with alcohol. If a crossing guard is directing traffic in a school zone, you must A. Follow the directions given by the crossing guard. B. Copy what surrounding traffic is doing, despite the crossing guard's instructions. C. Assume the guard is not supposed to be directing traffic. D. Follow rules that would be in place if no children were present. A. Follow the directions given by the crossing guard. Be prepared to reduce your speed and use caution when directed to do so by a sign, crossing guard, or law enforcement officer. Always drive with extra caution in a school zone. Drivers should not pass other vehicles at A. Intersections. B. Railroad crossings. C. Crossroads. D. Any of the above. D. Any of the above. Do not pass where a train or another vehicle is likely to enter or cross the road. Passing is dangerous at intersections, crossroads, railroad crossings, and entrances to businesses. While passing, your view of potential pedestrians, cars, or trains is blocked by the car you are passing. This road sign means A. All traffic must turn right. B. No right turn. C. All traffic must go straight ahead. D. A road joins from the right. D. A road joins from the right. This sign indicates that there is an intersection ahead. A road joins from the right. A driver who is taking a non-prescription drug should A. Read the labels on the drug before driving. B. Drink alcohol instead. C. Continue to drive regardless of any warning labels. D. Drive only during daylight hours. You may pass another vehicle? A. In a curve or on a hill because the chance is small that another vehicle is coming. B. By using the shoulder of the highway. C. If your lane is next to a solid yellow line and the passing lane is clear ahead. D. None of the above. D. None of the above. You may not pass another vehicle on a hill or in a curve because you cannot see oncoming traffic and may cause a collision. Never pass another vehicle by driving onto the shoulder of a highway. Passing another vehicle by driving over a solid yellow line is prohibited. A flashing yellow light at an intersection means you should A. Slow down and proceed with caution. B. Come to a complete stop as quickly as possible. C. Stop and proceed only when the intersection is clear. A. Slow down and proceed with caution. When encountering a flashing yellow light at an intersection, you should slow down and proceed with caution. You do not need to come to a complete stop when approaching a flashing yellow light. When should drivers use their turn signals? A. When changing lanes. B. When entering or exiting the freeway. C. When turning at an intersection. D. All of the above. Where should you use high-beam headlights? A. On unfamiliar roads. B. In construction areas. C. Where pedestrians may be present. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Use high-beam headlights whenever there are no nearby vehicles. High beams let you see twice as far as low beams. Be sure to use high beams on unfamiliar roads, in construction areas, or where there may be people along the side of the road. At dusk or on overcast days, you should A. Drive using your four-way flashers. B. Drive using your parking lights. C. Not turn on any vehicle lights. D. Turn on your headlights. D. Turn on your headlights. At dusk or on overcast days, you must turn on your headlights. Dim your lights to their low beam setting when within 1,000 feet of an approaching vehicle and when within 500 feet of a vehicle that you are following. When driving in poor weather, always use your low beams. You are entering a freeway. Check traffic on the freeway by A. Using your rear view and side mirrors. B. Using your rear view mirror. C. Using your side mirror and looking over your shoulder. What can you do to reduce road rage? A. Always signal your intention when changing lanes. B. Talk on your cell phone while driving. C. Use your horn frequently. You should always follow directions given by a school crossing guard. A. True. B. False. A. True. Be prepared to reduce your speed and use caution when directed to do so by a sign, crossing guard, or law enforcement officer. Always drive with caution in a school zone. The absence of a sign or pavement marking preventing passing means that it is safe to pass. A. True. B. False. B. False. Lane markings and signs can tell you where it is unsafe to pass. Only you can tell if it is safe to pass in other areas. A flashing red traffic signal at an intersection has the same requirements as A. A slow sign. B. A yield sign. C. A stop sign. D. An intersection sign. C. A stop sign. When approaching a flashing red signal, you must stop and yield to all traffic that does not have to stop. This sign means A. Yield sign ahead. B. Side road entering from left. C. Stop sign ahead. A. Yield sign ahead. This sign indicates that there is a yield sign ahead. You should begin to slow down when you see this warning sign. A curb painted red means A. Loading zone. B. The area is reserved for picking up or dropping off passengers. C. No parking, standing, or stopping. C. No parking, standing, or stopping. You may not stop, stand, or park at a red painted curb. If your car becomes disabled while on the highway, you should A. Stop in the right lane. B. Park with all four wheels off the traveled highway if possible. C. Stop where you are. B. Park with all four wheels off the traveled highway if possible. If your vehicle becomes disabled, you must, if possible, park with all four wheels off of the main traveled portion of the road. After passing a vehicle, it is safe to return to your driving lane when A. The driver you passed signals for you to return to your lane. B. You signal your intention for 3 seconds. C. You see the headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. If you are wearing both a lap belt and shoulder strap during a collision, your chances of survival are increased 3 to 4 times. A. True. B. False. To prepare for anything coming up on the road ahead, you should A. Continually scan the entire road and all roadsides. B. Stare straight ahead at all times. C. Drive with your left foot resting lightly on the brake pedal. D. Maintain focus toward the middle of the road. A. Continually scan the entire road and all roadsides. Your ability to handle dangerous traffic situations depends largely on searching for and identifying problems before meeting them. Looking far ahead of your vehicle does not mean you should simply stare at the center of the road. You need to continually scan the entire road, including the sides of the road. When approaching a flashing red traffic light, drivers should A. Drive through the intersection if there is no crossing traffic. B. Continue driving, as they have the right of way. C. Stop if a police officer is nearby. D. Treat the light like a stop sign. D. Treat the light like a stop sign. Flashing red lights are used at dangerous intersections. Treat them like stop signs. Railroad crossings should always be considered A. Safe to cross, as it is unlikely that a train will be coming. B. Dangerous. C. Safe locations to park a car. D. A place where it is required to stop. B. Dangerous. Railroad crossings are always dangerous. Drivers should always look and listen for trains approaching from either direction on all railroad tracks. Always follow the directions indicated by signs, signals, and flaggers. Never proceed past a railroad crossing until you are certain it is safe to do so. To check your blind spot before changing lanes? A. Look into the left side mirror. B. Look into the right side mirror. C. Look into the rearview mirror. D. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move. D. Look over your shoulder in the direction you plan to move. To check your blind spot before changing lanes, you should look over your shoulder in the direction that you plan to move. When should you adjust your mirrors? A. Before turning on your engine. B. While backing out of your driveway. C. When approaching 55 miles per hour. D. When completing a turn. A. Before turning on your engine. When preparing to drive, you should be sure all of your equipment is in working order. Before starting your engine, adjust all mirrors so you can use them without having to lean forward or backward. In heavy traffic, when you really need them, you won't have time to adjust your mirrors. When you drive through an area where children are playing, you should expect them. A. To know when it is safe to cross the street. B. To stop at the curb before crossing the street. C. To run out in front of you without looking. D. Not to cross the street unless they are with an adult. C. To run out in front of you without looking. You should always reduce your speed and use extra caution when children are in the vicinity. They may fail to understand the danger and may run out in front of you without looking. When you see this sign, you A. Are approaching a railroad crossing and should prepare to stop. B. Will always stop at the upcoming railroad crossing. C. Should stop and wait for a signal before crossing the railroad tracks. A. Are approaching a railroad crossing and should prepare to stop. This sign indicates that you are approaching a railroad crossing. You must look, listen, slow down, and prepare to stop. Wait for any trains to pass before you proceed. What should you do when you see this sign? A. Look for a train station ahead. B. Signal before going any further. C. Slow down and yield to trains. C. Slow down and yield to trains. A round sign means you are approaching a railroad crossing. This sign is posted a few hundred feet in front of the tracks and tells drivers to slow down, look, listen, and prepare to stop. Night driving presents unique problems because A. The speed limit is increased at night. B. There are fewer cars on the roads at night. C. Distance and vehicle speed are difficult to judge in the dark. C. Distance and vehicle speed are difficult to judge in the dark. Night driving creates a unique set of problems for drivers. Due to the reduced visibility, it can be difficult to judge distance and the traveling speeds of other vehicles when driving at night. Drivers can see only as far as their headlights allow. A diamond-shaped sign means A. Yield. B. Stop. C. Warning. C. Warning. Diamond-shaped signs are used to warn drivers of special conditions or hazards ahead. They are typically yellow or orange in color. Driving more slowly than surrounding traffic is A. A good idea if the weather is bad. B. Appropriate if you don't know the speed limit. C. Often a hazard because other drivers may become frustrated and try to pass you. C. Often a hazard because other drivers may become frustrated and try to pass you. Driving more slowly than other traffic can be dangerous. Drivers behind you may become impatient and will be tempted to take dangerous risks to pass you. When driving on wet pavement, it's important to remember A. That pavement is especially slippery right after it starts to rain. B. That wet roads can cause hydroplaning. C. To give yourself additional space when coming to a stop. D. All of the above. A solid yellow line on your side of the centerline means A. Reduce your speed. B. Traffic light ahead. C. Do not pass. Which of the following best ensures your safety and the safety of those around you when you are backing your vehicle? A. Honk your horn right before shifting into reverse. B. Check behind the vehicle before you get into the driver's seat. C. Check your rearview mirrors to see what is behind you. D. Turn up the car radio before backing up to get the attention of anyone who may be around you. B. Check behind the vehicle before you get into the driver's seat. Backing requires extra caution because it is difficult for drivers to see behind their vehicles. Before entering a vehicle to back up, walk to the back of the vehicle to check for children and small objects. In rainy weather, you should be most careful when turning or stopping. A. After it has been raining all day. B. 1/2 hour after it stops raining. C. During the first half hour of rain. C. During the first half hour of rain. You should be extra careful when turning and stopping during the first half hour of rain. At this point, the oil from cars has not yet washed off the pavement and could be forming a slippery mixture with the rain. Safety belts help you stay alert by keeping you from slouching while you drive. A. True. B. False. A. True. Safety belts help you to stay alert by keeping you from slouching while you drive. They also help keep you from getting tired by cutting down the effort needed to keep your body in the seat as the car bounces and turns. This road sign means A. All traffic must turn right. B. All traffic must go straight. C. A side road intersects ahead. C. A side road intersects ahead. Warning signs provide notice to road users of a situation that might not be readily apparent and are usually yellow with black markings. This warning sign tells drivers to be alert to an intersecting side road ahead. To prevent yourself from becoming an aggressive driver? A. Relax and concentrate on driving. B. Drive above the posted speed limit. C. Tailgate the driver in front of you. A. Relax and concentrate on driving. To prevent yourself from becoming an aggressive driver, concentrate on driving and don't take the actions of other drivers personally. Be realistic about your travel time, drive within posted speed limits, and be forgiving of other drivers using the roadway. When you are merging onto the freeway, you should be driving A. At or near the speed of traffic on the freeway. B. 5 to 10 miles per hour slower than the speed of traffic on the freeway. C. The posted speed limit for freeway traffic. A. At or near the speed of traffic on the freeway. When merging onto a freeway, you should enter at or near the speed of traffic. Signs that are colored orange are A. Work zone signs. B. Regulatory signs. C. School zone signs. D. Guide signs. A. Work zone signs. Highway work zones are established according to the type of work underway along the roadway. Signs in work areas are typically diamond-shaped, orange, have black letters or symbols, and serve as a warning that people are working on or near the highway. What do large flashing arrow panels indicate? A. Drivers may stay in their current lane. B. There is something to look at in the direction of the arrow. C. Drivers should merge into the lane indicated by the arrow. C. Drivers should merge into the lane indicated by the arrow. Large flashing or sequential arrow panels are used in construction areas where a lane is closed. Prepare to slow down and merge in the direction indicated by the arrow. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot when A. Pulling toward or away from a curb. B. Turning left or right. C. Changing lanes. D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Look over your shoulder to check your blind spot every time you want to change your vehicle's position. If you are turning, changing lanes, or pulling toward or away from a curb, you should check your blind spots. You may start a pass in a passing zone even if you will be unable to complete the pass before the passing zone ends. A. True. B. False. B. False. Maine law requires that you complete a pass before you reach the beginning of a no-passing zone. It is unsafe to be in the middle of a pass when entering a no-passing zone. When approaching a stop line, where should drivers stop their car? A. Before the stop line. B. On top of the stop line. C. Past the stop line. A. Before the stop line. Stop lines are usually painted on the roadway to give pedestrians a walkway in front of stopped cars. Stop your car before painted stop lines. When driving in fog, you should A. Use your high beam headlights. B. Use your parking lights. C. Use your low beam headlights. C. Use your low beam headlights. Drivers should use low beam headlights when driving in fog. High beams will reflect back at the driver, making it difficult to see. The safest way to turn is by crossing as few lanes of traffic as you can. A. True. B. False. A. True. The safest way to turn is by crossing as few lanes of traffic as possible. When turning, start from the lane closest to where you want to go and turn into the first available legal lane. If a vehicle using high beams comes toward you, you should look toward fill in the blank of the road. A. Either side. B. The center. C. The right side. D. The left side. C. The right side. If a vehicle approaching you is using its high beams and fails to dim them, you should glance toward the right side of the road. This will keep you from being blinded by the other vehicle's headlights and will allow you to see well enough to stay on your course until the vehicle passes.